Last season, Chad Kelly, in his first year as a full-time starting quarterback, was the catalyst for the Toronto Argonauts and especially their offense. But Farhan, Chad Kelly is gone for a number of weeks. It's going to be a while before we see him on the field, if we do at all this season. Look, you take the starting quarterback off any team, it's going to be trouble. You take the starting quarterback who was the MOP. The Argos didn't lose a single game a year ago that Kelly started and finished. How is this team going to endure without him?
Well, they're going to have to start with Cameron Dukes. Now, the organization does believe in Dukes, and there wasn't a mass panic as soon as the decision on Kelly happened where they wanted to go out and try to acquire somebody else or airlift other quarterbacks that hadn't been around this league before. I think the fact that he played last year, got a lot of time in practice, and then when they had those situations, I remember the one game in Calgary that he had to play, and then late in the year when the Argos weren't really playing for much, he did get some time. They like what they've seen. They believe he's a little more mobile as well and can bring that element to the table. But look, expectations are going to be different for Dukes. The whole point of it all right now is, can you get to 500? If we can tread water with Cameron Dukes and not having Chad Kelly and giving him all of those practice reps as well, I think they'll feel good about their chances if and when Kelly does eventually return.
Of course, one big part of the Argo offense when Kelly was there was the run game with A.J. Ouellette, with his ability to bounce off of contact, grind out those tough yards, and also had that breakaway gear. But of course, he is gone to Saskatchewan, and so this responsibility will fall to Kadeem Carey, of course, the former Calgary Stampeder running back who's had some injury troubles the last few years, signed a low-market contract during this offseason. And Kalen Laborn, he's a running back who was a college star. This is a guy the Argos picked up his rights in the Curly Gittins Jr. trade with Edmonton. And so often in CFL history, we look back and see those players whose rights are acquired in those deals. Not a big news day when they're acquired, but sometimes those players really blossom. So there's certainly a name to keep your eye on.
Yeah, and we've spent so much time discussing what the Argos offense is going to look like without Chad Kelly and A.J. Ouellette, but consider that this team's biggest losses may have come on the defensive side of the ball, right? I mean, it's not just about Kelly. That defense was dominant last year. They've lost a number of key contributors, including the CFL's interception leader in Jamal Peters and Quantez Stiggers, who wound up going to the NFL. So they're going to want their defense to contribute just as much without their star quarterback in the lineup. We'll see how much they can deliver in the first half of the season.
Of course, the leader of that defense, defensive coordinator Corey Mace, is gone as well as he is the new head coach in Saskatchewan. So all kinds of changes in transition for the Argos and their coaching staff to manage if they want to get off to the same kind of fast start they did 1 year ago.